Hello Libra, this is Salt City Tarot. My name is Crystal and I am doing your March 2018 love reading. And like, share, and subscribe if you like the videos. Also, I have a 50% off readings, all readings from February through March until October, oh my gosh, until April 1st, 2018. So just go ahead and leave me a comment if this information resonates with you and you want to get an hour reading. It'll only be $25, plus I'll throw in a oracle reading for you as well. And also I will send you photographs of, because I'll do it over the phone, so photographs of your spread as well as your oracle reading and extensive oracle reading as well. So without further ado, let's go ahead and find out what's going on with you guys for love for March 2018. Let's see here, just one moment. I'll show you what's going on for Libra. March 2018, please show me what's going on for Libra for love for March 2018. Libra Sun, Moon, and Rising. If this doesn't resonate with you, go ahead and check on your sun, or sorry, your rising or your moon sign. That might resonate with you better for the month of March 2018. If not, definitely like, share, subscribe, and show me what's going on for Libra for March 2018. Okay, let's see what we've got. I'm gonna get a better setup, I swear, at some point in time. But for now, let's go ahead and use this here. Okay. That's the bottom of the deck. Okay. Alright, guys, so what we have for you is, at the bottom of the deck we have the happy home. I've got the 4. Hopefully you guys can see that. It's probably super, and I'm sorry if it's blurry too, guys. Like, I'm really just like, I'm figuring it out still, so April should be better. I'm gonna try to make that adjust a little better. Okay, so we have the 4 of Wands, okay? And this is a happy home card. So this relationship, when something's at the bottom of the deck, it's typically a round situation, right? So the rest of the reading is kind of based off of that, in my opinion. So this is a happy home. Okay, these two people, they are, they have this castle behind them. They have, both of them have like flowers or something in their hands. They're super happy. Whole bunch of people here. This could be around like, I don't know, like it could be around a marriage. It could be around just like really all around, just like super happy environment. Okay, so that's what this is about overall. So at the center here we've got the King of Cups. Okay, so this is either you or somebody that you will have in your life. It's a water sign person, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio person. Okay. Doesn't always have to be a male, even though it's a king, okay? It can be anyone taking on the role of like a, more of like a emotionally mature kind of person, somebody who is very empathetic, who deals with his emotions very carefully, okay? But also, he's very loving, he's very compassionate, he's very kind, creative, very empathetic, things like that. So that's that kind of a person, okay? And then crossing you, we have the 8 of Swords. So this person, they feel stuck. It could be in regards to a water sign person too, okay, because it's crossing you. So this is a person who feels like they're stuck in a situation, and it does involve emotions because we do have some water here at the bottom. And then, so you could have had, when there's this castle here in the background, you could have had a happy home with a water sign person. Okay, in the past. Maybe it is still right now. But because this is crossing, this person could still be in your life for some reason. Like, they could still be around in your life. But you could have had a happy home. Okay, see how these two are just happy? There's their castle. But if you look here in the very background, there's this castle with the exact red roof in the background, okay? And now this person feels stuck. They feel stuck in a situation. They feel trapped, like they don't know what to do. They can't make up their mind about something. They don't want to make up their mind. Because if they did, they could just keep walking forward. Eventually these little ties around them are gonna loosen up. Okay? And then they can put their hands over and lift this veil up off their eyes and kind of see where they can go. She's walking away from the happy home, see? So maybe she wants to leave this situation with this happy home. Maybe with this person that's a water sign person, okay? Or maybe she doesn't know if she wants to leave this situation with a happy home. And that's why she's stuck. Because she's the only reason she's stuck there, okay? Nobody else is around that put those all around her, right? Nobody's trapped this person. They're just kind of like maybe wanting to walk away, but then they're not really sure they want to walk away. So they're just kind of like standing here, like kind of deciding like, do I want to leave this happy home, this castle here in the background? I don't know. Let's find out. So, in the recent past, we have the Queen of Swords. Okay. So this could be you. This is an air sign person. That could be another person in your life that's an air sign. That's a Libra, Aquarius, Gemini person in the recent past. Or somebody who has a Libra, Aquarius, Gemini in their chart. This could also be that person. If it's you, I mean, if this is you, and this is what's crossing you, you know, like, then you were this person who is, like, logical, and you have, like, your shit together, and you figured it out, but maybe you're, like, now, you're, like, I don't know, I feel a little bit, like, I'm not really sure what I'm doing, involving an emotional situation with water, in regards to walking away from this happy home that I had in the past, okay? But it's still way in the forefront for this person because it's at the bottom of the deck, okay? So, you could have been this person that was like, maybe you felt like you were more balanced in the past and you had it kind of all figured out, and now you don't know if you have it figured out anymore, emotionally. Now you don't know, like, maybe you're leaning more toward emotion than logic, because maybe you feel like that might be helpful. This might be you, okay? If this Cups person is you now, if you evolved from being, I mean, it's not so much an evolution of it, right? But if these are both you, and you were this logical person, but now you're kind of stuck and you're like, well, I don't know. Like, now that I've spent all this time being logical in the recent past, I'm kind of feeling a little bit more emotional. Like, I don't know if I want to leave this happy home or not. Okay? And so you're taking on more of like an emotional, especially if you have any water in your chart, this could be you as well. Or it could be around, like I said, somebody who has cups in their, water in their chart. So either this is you and you're like, man, I was so logical in the past and I thought that I had it all figured out, and now I don't know if I do or not, because now I feel really sad, you know? And now you're becoming more of this like, it's almost like a logic versus emotion sort of situation. And neither of these are wrong, right? Like, it's fine to be, like, it's really nice to be a logical person. Sorry, this is kind of far away. But then it's kind of nice to be more of an emotional person too. Like, it's almost like you have almost like a balance between the two. But, like, this doesn't look like a happy balance, right? Like, it's not a happy balance to be feeling stuck in a situation, right? Especially in regards to leaving something that made you so happy in the past, right? You know, it's not going to be stuck in that situation. So, if you're taking on this King of Cups, okay, and this is you, and this is not somebody else that's a water sign person, then, you know, you might be stuck in this situation where, like, well, I'm feeling really, like, at a crossroads. I'm feeling really stuck. And what we have at the top here, at the Mind of the Matter, again, is another happy home. We have the Ten of Cups, okay? And so you're thinking, a lot of this, okay. So a lot of this, and think, okay, so I can only tell you what I can see in the cards to be 100% honest. And what I'm seeing here is there's several different scenarios because every Libra has a different situation going on. I do feel like in the month of February, and maybe even January, because I've watched about 1 million videos lately on every sign, okay? especially because this is my, like, first month of actual YouTube videos, so I want to make sure that, you know, I'm representing everything exactly as I need to. But, with this feeling stuck, with maybe a water sign person, with the happy home in the past, maybe you're more of a logical person, you're becoming a little bit more emotional of a person. I'm sorry if these are, like, glary and stuff, guys. Or blurry and stuff. So if you are more logical in regards to a happy home, and now you're, like, walking away, but you're stuck because you're not walking away, and there's your happy home right there, and you're like, man, there's this water sign person, that you obviously felt super, you know, emotional about, because A, you're becoming more of an emotional person as a result of the situation, right? And not, like, out of control. This is a king. This guy's got his shit in check, okay? He's not, like, falling apart like Paige. And he's not a wreck. This guy knows what he's doing. But he might feel trapped. Like, hey, I don't know where to go. I don't know if I want to leave. So instead of leaving, I'm just going to stay here, figure it out. But on the mind of the matter, like, you're missing a situation. You're missing a happy home. You're missing it. That's why you're not going anywhere. That's why you're not taking these off of yourself, okay? Because you're thinking about this situation with this happy home, okay? It's literally right above here, okay? You're missing your happy home. You're missing your family, okay? Sometimes this is family, you know? You have two people, and you have two children. You might have kids in the relationship. You might have pets. Sometimes I like to see kids as pets, because sometimes not everybody has kids, right? So you might be missing a pet. Definitely there's a red rooftop right there. There's some red. This isn't a castle, I don't think. This is out in the country. But you're missing something in regards to a happy home. Maybe with a water sign. Maybe with another air sign person, too. Sorry, my hand's right in the way. Maybe with another air sign person as well. So you may have been with another air sign person, but you're taking the role now of this cups person because you're having this internal struggle, right? With walking away from a happy home. Okay. And this is still super, super in the month of March on the brain. It's really on the brain. You're like, oh my gosh. And again, you're struggling, you guys. This is a pit of the matter. This is the root of the situation, okay? This is at the bottom. This is in your stomach. It's like, ugh. It's like almost that feeling like, ugh, it's like a nervousness or like a nauseousness or something that's like in your stomach that you're like internally battling, okay? And that's what's keeping you stuck here. And it's and see, I'm sorry it's so far away. You're like the only reading that this has happened with, and it's because I have to record this on my phone right now, and now my phone is charging, and so that's why it's so blurry and so far away. But you're struggling internally, okay? In regards to a happy home situation from the recent past, because you can still see it stuck there in the background, okay? And this might not be everybody, but it's pretty straightforward in this reading, guys. Like, you may have had an air sign person that you were with in the past, okay? That you had a happy home with as well, okay? But you guys are hurting quite a bit. It really makes me sad because I can understand where you're coming from, okay? With this in here in the past, okay? And you're stuck. You're not walking away from it, but you're not going back to it either. Not right now. Not in this position. So let's find out what's going on. You guys are really beating yourself up though. You gotta be nicer to yourselves. Look at this. This is internal battle. This is external battle and internal battle, okay? In regards to this. Okay? You guys have got to be careful. You gotta treat yourselves. Treat yourselves. That's what I'm trying to say. Because you guys are you're having a hard time around this situation. You really, really, really are. I can literally feel it. So in the future, I want to say, typically it's the first, second week of the month of the reading, okay? This could be, again, I think this is around, like the middle of March for you guys, honestly. The second week of March. This is a 2. I'm going to honor that's a 2. And this is going to be the second week of March. You're going to have some intuitive things happening with the High Priestess. Okay, guys? And she's pretty logical, but she's also emotional. See how her dress has got some water in it? It's like almost the ocean. Like you might be going somewhere where there's ocean. But a lot of you guys, you're going to tap into your intuition, okay? And I'm going to do a little bit of a follow-up with that. Because I want to know more about why are you tapping it? What's going on with the intuition for you guys? Show me why we have the High Priestess in the near future for Libra for March 2018. Please show me why we have the High Priestess for March 2018 for love, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Libra. Please show me. Okay. Because of the Strength card, okay? Okay, so this could be a Leo person. Okay. But also this could be you guys as well. Because of all, the reason that I'm saying this, okay? And it could be a Leo person as well, okay? But because you have this struggle happening, this internal struggle and this feeling stuck in internal struggle happening, I feel like you're going to be intuitive about something and you're going to find the strength. And that's why, if you guys weren't struggling, I'd be like, oh, this is totally a Leo person. Now you're intuitively like tapping in to this here lion. Look at his tongues out. You could be dealing with a Leo. I'll know a little bit more because I'm going to do a follow-up. But also because you're doing this internal struggling and battle over this happy home from the recent past, you could tap into your intuition, okay, and find the strength, okay. And I don't know what you're going to find the strength to do, so we're going to ask it, okay. But with this, I love that with him too, it's like he has this figure 8, which is like eternity, right, over his head. So whatever it is that you're intuitively tapping into to find the strength to do, it's something that you're wanting to do for long term. It's not just to mess around. This is also a major arcana, the Strength card. So it's not, you want something long term to happen with the Strength card. And I think you'll find the strength. I want to say, honestly, you guys are going to really see some serious changes around the 28th of March, some of you. Because we have the Strength card as the 8, and we have the High Priestess as 2, okay? And I like to honor the numerology and readings if it comes out, if it stands out to me. If it doesn't stand out, I mean, I'm not going to mention it every month. Because if it doesn't stand out, then I'm not going to mention it. But with you guys, I feel like that something around the 28th of March is going to happen, and you guys are going to do some really serious tapping into intuition in regards to either a Leo person or in regards to finding the strength to move forward from a situation in regards to this water sign person in this happy home. Or you might choose to take that blindfold off and decide that, you don't want to move forward because you have this on your mind, okay? Because you have this at the bottom of the deck, okay, guys? So this is what's on your mind, and this is what's at the bottom of the deck. Look at, it's like the exact same thing, okay? You might have 2 different people that you want to be happy with, and you're not sure who. But I don't see a juggling yet. If anything, I see that this is really what's on, really what you miss a lot, okay? Especially with this other card here in the background. With this castle. See, it is super far in the background from her. And you might have kids involved or pets, okay? But you're really missing this happy home a lot. It's on your mind. It's on your mind. It's double on your mind. And, you might decide that, hey, I'm going to find the strength because I'm intuitive. I'm going to use my intuition and trust my gut and say, you know what? I'm going to find the strength to move on with this situation and go back to my happy home and not, if you can, some of you probably maybe can't, who knows what the situation is. But if you can, you might say, you know what, I want to, and even see how this line's headed towards the intuition. Okay, so it's walking toward it. And they have this eternity. So they know, whatever this strength is, you know this is going to be a long-term situation, okay? And this is a love reading, so this is something that is long-term, that can happen for you. Like, this is a long-term relationship, I see, with this person. It could be with a Leo person. But let's find out what's going on. Show me why we have the Strength card here with the High Priestess. And the near future for March 2018 for the Libra. Sun, Moon, and Rising. Please show me why. We have the High Priestess and the Strength card here for the outcome. Okay. For Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. For the, not outcome, excuse me. For the near future. For the Libra. Please show me. Guys, 2 cards wanted to come out, so we're going to do that. I'm sorry, I was like super parched, so I gotta take a sip. I've been talking for hours, like all day. Been doing this all day. So why? Because, you guys. So it's not telling me, I'm not showing in a specific zodiac sign, besides maybe a Leo, okay? But what we have is the World and the Three of Cups, okay? Three of Cups can be a third-party situation, and, but you have the World here. So you're going to use your intuition in regards to a situation with maybe a Leo person, or finding the strength in regards to a happy home. That with this 8 of Swords that you have walked away from, okay, but you're not quite all the way gone, okay. And you will either use your intuition and find the strength to take off this blindfold, okay, and come home to someone, okay. You might do that. And this might be a water sign person, and you have all this internal battle. So because you're battling with these two, that's why I'm saying that this either is a Leo person that you might come home to, or you might find the strength, okay, because you know this is a long-term relationship and you're willing to go for it, and you'll use your intuition and say, look, I know that this situation is something that's long-term, and I'm going to find the strength to get over whatever's holding me here so that I can go, you know, have this, the World, because this means like forward movement in a situation, okay. This is like some of you might be getting, and this has been happening a lot for a lot of signs too, with the World as well. You guys might be going like back to somebody with the World, because this could be like a replenishing of, or a realignment of a past relationship. So it might be that you are reconciling with someone, or it might be that you're moving on with a Leo person, okay. And but with all this conflict back here, you might be just finding the strength to just, because this situation that's happening with this conflict in this happy home, this is something that you've been hanging on to because you're stuck and that is in the background, okay. But if you go back to this situation with this water sign person, you know that it's going to be a long-term thing. That's like eternity. That's like serious relationship, long-term. Like you might get married to somebody, or get engaged, because this is like soulmate love, right? Because you've got all this stuff. This is like a serious soulmate situation. Let me show you. Okay. And then you have the World. And with this here, with the strength, okay, mind that figure 8, okay, so either you are gonna, where's that card at? Oh, I'm holding it in my hand. So either you're gonna go back to a person that you were with, maybe a water sign person, also could be an air sign person, because this person's in the recent past, and that could be why you're feeling so stuck. or because you want this happy home, okay? That's why you go back. But you know that this is going to be somebody who is going to be, it's going to be a long-term relationship, okay? It's not going to be messing around. There's no messing around with the situation at all. This is 100% honesty. This is truth. This is forward movement. This is, you know, a total reconciliation, but a total revamping of an entire relationship. And it's just right here in the cards. This is twin flame stuff. So if you end up with this strength card is a Leo. Let me put these cards back to where they were so I can read it as it needs to be read. Okay. So if this situation here is with the Leo, then you can have forward movement with this Leo, okay? If this is a Leo, this is forward movement with the Leo because of an intuitive situation that happens. It's almost like an aha moment with either the Leo or with this other person, this water sign person, okay? But you'll have like this intuitive aha moment and be like, okay, and then you'll, you know, go into this direction with the Leo, okay? But 2 cards popped out, okay? So if you do get into this situation with this Leo, even if you get into this situation with this Leo, then I don't feel like this happy home here or this happy home here are in regards to the Leo, because this is directly crossing this water sign person, okay? And you have this Queen of Swords in the past, okay? So if you are to get into a relationship with this Leo, you will move forward, but there's a possibility down the road of a third-party situation happening with this 3 of Cups, okay? There's so many different scenarios, but if you are to get out of this stuck situation, okay, and you do go the route of the water sign person, then yeah, this happy home is going to be available to you, of course. But, and I'm not saying that it won't be 100%, okay, because everybody's reading is going to be different. It just is with these 2 here being stuck in regards to the situation, and this being at the bottom of the deck, I do really feel strongly that if this is a Leo individual with the strength card, and you don't find the strength to move back toward the situation that you had with either another Libra, sorry, my arms are like crossing over everywhere, another Libra or a water sign, then you'll be in this situation. But there's a possibility of a third-party situation if you choose the route of this Leo. That means that, you know, like somebody might be, maybe this person might not be as honest with you. Maybe they might have an ex that they might, you know, have a situation with, or something along the lines of that. I'll do a little bit more research in regards to it, but because it's going to be dependent upon the situation, but you'll know because your intuition will tell you, okay? You're going to have a moment around the 2nd week of March where you're going to have this is going to be revealed to you. So you'll know when it's that time whether or not the situation is going to, where the situation is going to go and how it applies to your situation, okay? But you'll have this forward movement. It's either going to be a new cycle beginning for you with this Leo, or it'll be a reconciliation with possibly a water sign or an air sign person. So let's go ahead and look a little bit further. We're almost to 30 minutes. So if we go over, you'll find a 2 of 2. This will be the 1 of 1. You'll find the Libra March 2018 love reading 2 of 2. So go ahead and just look at that. But I want to hurry up and try to get this taken care of for you before we get it cut off. Because it's been cutting off in the middle of it, and I've had to load 2 different videos for you guys, so I'm really sorry about that, and I'll make sure to rectify it for April. So how you are right now is you're feeling like you got away with something, okay? This is somebody who's sneaking away. Sometimes they can be a little bit manipulative because they're trying to, like, get away with all these swords, and they're leaving these 2 behind, or they're getting away with all this stuff, and they're like, oh, Sometimes this can be a third-party situation, so it's a little sneaky, sneaky. See how he's sneaking away? Okay, so you might be a little bit sneaky. You might still have, there might be a third-party situation happening in March even still. We'll find out. But I gotta hurry, so that we don't get cut off. Okay, so how people see you, you're not doing your best, okay? You got the Five of Pentacles. So people see you as almost like an out in the cold, like this person's on crutches in the back. They're out in the cold, they're not doing well. They're not in your best way, okay? So self-care. And you know why? Because you're doing this. You've got this you have this conflict going on, guys. You gotta knock it off, okay? I love you guys. You gotta take care. Libra are like my favorite people. So you guys are really gotta take good care of yourself. Because people see you as having a really hard time, okay? And it's because you're in the situation where you maybe thought that you got away with something and maybe something didn't work out like you'd planned, okay? Maybe you thought that you were getting away with something in a third-party situation, but it ended up not working out, okay? So be careful, but take good care of yourselves, okay? Don't beat yourselves up over it. You guys are excellent people. People make mistakes. Sometimes people make mistakes, okay? That's not the end of the world, but you got to take care of yourselves. So, let's see. So in your hopes and fears, judgment, okay? You don't want to be judged for this situation, okay? You don't want people to judge you for this. You're fearing that you'll be judged for the situation. You might be judged for the situation. You might be fearing that you'll be judged for the situation of trying to sneak around, maybe. Maybe you feel like you got away with something. I really do feel like this is definitely a third-party situation. It's been popping up for a lot of people as that. Same with the Three of Cups, okay? You may have felt like you got away with something, and now it's kind of put a huge damper on your happy home, and now you don't know where to go. You feel like you're homeless, kind of. And that could be homeless, you know, not in a physical way, right? But like even like in an emotional way, like you feel like you don't know where you belong, okay, you guys? And this is some pretty sad stuff. But you might feel like you're going to be judged by somebody. Maybe that's why some of you might not feel like going. You might not feel like you can go anywhere. You don't feel like you can go home, but you don't feel like, you know, you don't know what to do. So you just stay here stuck in this situation because you don't want to go home and get judged, right? You don't want to turn around and maybe go back to this air sign person or this water sign person because they might judge you, right? If you're with somebody who's a water sign or an air sign, honestly, I don't think they're going to judge you for the situation, okay? I feel like if you do, that's going to be okay. You'll be okay and they'll welcome you back home. See how this Queen of Swords, this is an air sign or somebody with air in their sign. Their arms out, they're expanding it. They're like, you're fine, you know, you're okay. Sometimes people make mistakes, guys. Not everybody's going to say, oh yeah, if this happened. If you're cross-watching and you're with Libra and there was a third-party situation,